Okay, so we are, so these are the markets that we are, going to launch in. Our first market is Europe and the United States, and we are getting into an accelerator. This is supported by the government of the United States, by the the United States Institute of Peace, and they're responsible for, managing veterans, managing hostage negotiators, all of those people, okay, they work in war-torn areas. So they believe that our technology could be used to build peace in the world. So we would be the first Indian company to be part of this Peace Tech Accelerator, and now we could officially call ourselves a company, an organization that works towards building peace in the world. So this is how one of our wearable looks like. So it is a longer watch, but it has got some attachments to it. And these are some screens, and this is it. So before I end, I'm going to end my talk. I just wanted to share a little bit of things with you. I wrote them down. So the first thing is why I do what I do. Okay, so I have 2 children. And my daughter is going to appear for her 10th in March. My child, by God's grace, is doing quite well. He does not get those dangerous seizures. It's an act of God, I like to believe. And I travel a lot. And right now we are going to people, we are hiring. And we build hardware as well as software. So it is a little different from other companies. That many of the companies will be focused only on one of these. We are doing both, and we're working on very high-end technologies. Okay, it just means that my life is super busy, and there is nothing like a work-life balance for me. Okay, everything is work, and everything is life. So I can't stay much. I can't be at home for a longer time. So whenever that happens, and I make sure that my children come to visit me in my office, so that they don't miss me and I don't miss them. Okay. So it is like that. But I do this because I've been working on this for about 2.5 years now, 3 years now. I've really strongly come to believe in the power of technology to do good. It sounds like a cliche, and even I find it amazing, myself, that you can definitely do things, you can create things, or you can come up with ideas and products that are going to have a very positive impact on another human being. But while you do that, you not only innovate and come up with something completely new, a new technology, you are also generating income, and you can also become a tycoon. Okay? And so I do it because I love doing it. I love it. I see meaning and reason in doing it. So if you were to start a business, then my advice would be try to find that reason. Why are you doing it? What is putting you on that track? Is it to become a tycoon yourself? No harm in doing that. If that is your only goal, then your thought process has to be very different. If you think that you are doing it because you are trying to solve some social problem, again the thought process has to be different. Okay? So before starting any business, think about how much of your heart can you invest in it. If you can invest 100% of your heart in that particular business, it is definitely going to be successful. Okay? Then the second thing is, the challenges. What are some of the challenges we faced? I had a very peculiar set of challenges. The first one is, imagine me going and speaking to a group of investors, sitting in a room like this, okay? Now, first of all, I come with a baggage. People assume that it's a baggage because I have an emotional story. Now, hardcore businessmen don't like to invest on emotional stories, right? So, for me, that's the first thing that happens. I come in, I'm a woman, okay? And secondly, they would like to show me a little bit of pity and a little bit of sad and everything happening, and I don't talk like that. I am a woman, I have a baggage, and I'm trying to talk business, and I have an arts background. It's a horrible mix. Horrible. Okay? And it is like this lady, so I end up giving that impression that this person, very passionate about her project. Many people would keep reminding me that it's not a company, it's a project and you're very passionate about it, which is great, Raji, but God knows, yeah, we will see. We are too early right now, so maybe later on we will see. So that was a huge challenge, okay? Being a woman, definitely, you will read lots of statistics about it. Do some projects and studies on how many women get funded in the world for their startups. The numbers are abysmally low. It is like 7% last year, 2% in India. And so, there is a mindset change that is required. We should probably come someday, and there are lots of men. So you would now change your mindset and make sure that every other female gets funded, right? But it's going to take some time, right? But doesn't mean that you will give up hope and imagine that it is not going to happen. You will definitely find someone who is going to fund you if you have a good business idea. And so the education qualification part, if you really know what you're talking about, if you do your research very well, and you can give proof of what you are doing, trust me, people, they come very strongly with you and say, why am I talking to you? You are just an arts graduate. And once they hear you talk some sense about some subject in which they are an expert in, they will engage with you. So the second thing is, knowing your subject very well and having all kinds of evidence to prove that you definitely know what you're talking about, and at the same time also being polite and making sure that you are also taking the other person's judgment. The third challenge that we had and we still continue to have is that many of the sensors and many of the technology that we use today in my company, they're not available in India. Okay? So we have miniaturized a lot of the technologies that are around. And in India, we do not have machines to miniaturize those. So we are dependent on other markets, mostly Taiwan, China, Singapore, for coming up with our kind of sensors. Okay? So the cost is huge for these. So I think this is going to continue for us for some time. But we are hoping that soon, maybe in a couple of years, we will be able to set up our own plant and manufacture some of these things in India. I'll just give you one example. One of the sensors that we use cost about $1 lakh. When we created it on our own, it comes to about 200 rupees. Just imagine. Okay. It is, yeah. So it is like that. So those are, some of the other. It's very interesting.